Scream is once again written by Kevin Williamson and directed by Wes Craven, sees the returning cast come back as a new threat emerges as a new psychopath dons the Ghostface costume and goes on a killing spree. So I remember watching this movie only one other time and being pretty disappointed by it. And who wouldn't be? I mean, the original Scream is regarded as one of the best horror films ever. And rewatching this film and recalling not too many things, I decided to look at this film as its own thing and not comparing it too much to the iconicness of the original film. And well, this is a pretty bang up sequel. First of all, it was great seeing Neve Campbell, David Arquette, Courtney Cox, and Jamie Kennedy all return and give a damn good performance. It was awesome seeing Sydney's transformation from an already strong female lead to an even stronger, smarter person. This film also includes new additions into the mix, including Liev Schreiber as Con. He gives a minor yet excellent performance. The only real problem I saw in the acting category was Jerry O'Connell, who played Derek. I don't know whether they asked him to play or asked him to act like a complete fucking moron, but he did throughout the whole film, and it kind of got on my nerves. The story this time around is not the worst thing ever, but it is nowhere near as clever as the original was. This film features another drawn-out opening shot, similar to the first film, featuring Jada Pinkett Smith. And though this sequence isn't as memorable as the Drew Barrymore scene, it is still a stellar opening to a pretty good horror film. And one thing you'll notice about the Scream films, I didn't talk about this in the review for the first film, but Scream has a tendency to be about 2 hours, ranging from an hour and 51 minutes to an hour and 59 minutes, which is the longest, and that is Scream 2, which I'm reviewing right now. And when you look at those runtimes, especially for a horror film, you'll get the impression that, like, oh, these are going to be really long, drawn-out scenes that will go nowhere. You watch a horror film to see people get cut up or to be scared and it's over. It's like over and done in about like 80 to 90 minutes. But these films are particularly long and they fly by so fast. I mean, I found myself, especially with these first two films, just getting so sucked in with the story and going along with the characters and finding out the mystery. It's a really intriguing movie and it goes down so smoothly for its runtime, and that's thanks to the so many memorable scenes the first two films include. Now, though this film isn't as memorable as the first film, it is still chock full of memorable scenes to get you by. I mean, I remember two scenes in particular from my first viewing this film, and as you know, I didn't remember much about this film. But those scenes include the studio slash projectionist booth showdown between David Arquette, Courtney Cox versus the killer. I mean, that scene's just really cool. And yeah, also the incredibly intense scene where two protagonists have to climb over a unconscious body. I mean, that scene alone is very unnerving and can put you on the edge of your seat. Now, what made the first Scream so great was the intricate story and the amazing climax in the film with the plot twist of Stu and Billy Loomis being the killers. I mean, that alone is just, it's such a highlight of that film. And though this time around, this film does feature a couple climaxes, or I should say plot twists, the first one came off like such a Billy Loomis wannabe, and the actor was like really hamming it up, pretending to be so psychotic. But the second plot twist that came a couple minutes after that totally left me shook. It really changed the viewing experience for me, and though of course I won't ruin it in this review, just know it may not be as effective. It may not be as believable as it was in the first film, but it is still pretty effective. So overall, rewatching this film, I finished the movie feeling pretty satisfied and better than I did this time around than I was last. And for this film only coming out a year after the release of the first film, I mean, I really have to commend the people behind this movie for putting out something pretty damn good. I mean, it really shows something when the writer and director will return to a property. It shows that they had interest in creating a sequel and really cared about putting out a product, or a project, I should say, that is serviceable to the fans of the first film. If you were a mega fan of Scream, you may leave this film feeling pretty disappointed, but if you look at this film as its own thing, you might come to enjoy it like I did. And with that being said, Scream 2 gets a 6.5 out of 10. Alright guys, this has been your favorite critic 26 with my review of Scream 2. If you enjoyed this video, please smack the like button as always, share it to your friends, and subscribe for more videos. Join me tomorrow when I review Scream 3. Oh boy. Yeah, that review should be up tomorrow sometime, so look out for that. See you guys then. Peace.